although ears do make a good place to wear jewelry, and they do help keep glasses from falling off. Their real importance comes from giving you your sense of hearing. Your ears help you learn about the world around you. Hearing gives you pleasure. When you hear the wail of a siren or the honk of a horn, you're able to move out of danger. Your sense of hearing protects you. Your ears are one part of your body that give you your sense of balance, too. You'd have a hard time walking or even standing without certain parts of your ears. To understand how your ears make it possible for you to hear sounds, you need to know what sounds are and how they get started. Sounds are produced when some force makes an object vibrate, that is, move back and forth very fast. Like this guitar string, everything that makes sound has been made to vibrate. When an object vibrates, it makes the air around it vibrate with a wave-like motion. These wave-like motions are called sound waves. Sound waves move out in all directions from a vibrating object. If they are strong enough to reach your ears, and if they are not vibrating too fast or too slow, you hear the sound. The three main parts of your ears are the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. The outer ear is the part you can see. It's made up of a curved piece of flesh called the auricle and the ear canal. The canal is the opening you see when you look into the ear. The auricle acts as a sound catcher. Its cup-like shape helps catch sound waves and directs them into the ear canal. The ear canal guides the sound waves toward the middle ear. Lining the first part of the ear canal are fine hairs and tiny glands that produce wax. The hairs and wax protect your ears by helping keep out dust and insects. Stretched across the end of the ear canal is a thin skin-like tissue called the eardrum or tympanic membrane. It completely closes the canal and separates the outer ear from the middle ear. The middle ear contains a bridge of three tiny movable bones called the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. These bones link the eardrum with the inner ear. When sound waves strike the eardrum, they make it vibrate. This causes the chain of bones to vibrate too. The vibrations are passed along to the inner ear. There is a tube that goes from the middle ear to the throat. It's called the eustachian tube. It lets air in and out of the middle ear so that air pressure stays the same on both sides of the eardrum. This is necessary for the eardrum to work properly. If you've ever traveled to the top of a skyscraper or flown in an airplane, you may have felt the air pressure change in your ears. What do you think might happen if the air pressure could not change? The inner ear has several parts, but the most important part for hearing is called the cochlea. It changes sound waves into messages that your brain can understand. The cochlea is filled with fluid and contains thousands of tiny nerve endings in soft hair cells. When the stirrup in the middle ear moves in and out of an opening called the oval window on the cochlea, it causes the fluid inside the cochlea to vibrate. These vibrations are felt by the soft hair cells in the cochlea. These soft hair cells come together to form the hearing nerve or the auditory nerve, which sends the sound message to the brain. Now let's quickly follow some sound waves through the ears to see the hearing process start to finish. Someone makes a sound.
Johnny!
The outer ear catches the sound waves and directs them into the ear canal. The sound waves travel through the ear canal and strike the eardrum, causing it to vibrate. The bones of the middle ear receive the vibrations and pass them along to the cochlea of the inner ear. The sound waves make the fluid in the cochlea move, which stimulates the tiny hair cells that come together to make the auditory nerve. This nerve sends the sound message to the hearing areas of the brain. When the brain receives the message, it tells you what the sound is. At this point, you hear.
Johnny!
And it all happens in an instant.
Yes, Mom?
Lunch in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Some parts of your ears have nothing to do with hearing. They're the parts that help you keep your balance and enable you to recognize which way your body's moving, forward, backward, up, down, or sideways, even if your eyes are closed. These important parts of your ears are called semicircular canals. There are 3 of them located in the inner ear. The semicircular canals are somewhat like little tubes filled with fluid. Each canal has sensitive nerve fibers at one end. Whenever your body moves, the fluid in the canals moves too. This causes the nerve fibers to send signals to your brain. The brain sends messages to all the muscles in your body that enable you to keep your balance. Have you ever been dizzy after swinging or riding a merry-go-round? This is caused by overstimulating the semicircular canals in one direction. Because your ears are so important, both for hearing and for keeping your balance, you need to know how to take good care of them. Ears are delicate organs. They can be easily damaged by injury or sickness. Ear damage can cause deafness, that is, a partial or complete loss of hearing. And you don't want that to happen. To prevent ear injury, always wear protective headgear when you play sports such as baseball or football. You can imagine what might happen if a ball or someone's knee hit you in the ear. Also, be careful never to strike someone on the ear, especially with the palm of the hand. Doing so could force air into the ear canal and possibly break the eardrum.
Betsy, never put anything smaller than your elbow into your ear. Okay.
That's good advice. Never try to clean your ears with matches, hairpins, pencil points, cotton swabs, or other small objects. They could puncture your eardrum or injure the ear canal. Of course, it's okay to clean the outer ears with soap and water, but when you need to remove something in the canal of your ears, such as plugs of earwax that may be totally blocking the canal, you should let a nurse or doctor do it. Loud sounds can damage the ears and cause loss of hearing. That's why this man wears special ear protectors. You should protect your ears from loud sounds too. Keep music at a sensible level.
That's nice. Leave it there.
And wear earplugs or ear protectors if you have to be around noisy machinery. Blowing the nose properly can also help keep germs out of your ears. Blow easily with the nostrils open. That way you won't force germs up the eustachian tube into your ears. And of course, any time you have an earache, a doctor should check your ears. Well, now you've heard the latest about your ears. So listen. And sooner or later, you'll hear a sound you'll appreciate. Now, aren't you glad you have ears to hear?